Hello friends, welcome back. Today's class, what we're going to be working on is some hip mobility. So we'll start with some CARs, which are controlled articular rotations. I'll leave a bit of a description in the comments that will explain that for those who want a bit more detail on it. We'll start with neck, and then we'll do ankles, and then hips, and then we'll do our hip mobility, working on hip flexion today. And we'll finish off with a few little gentle stretches. So let's start. You can start in a seated position. I'm just going to come onto my shins for this one. You can sit cross-legged, it's fine. Basically, what we're doing with these CARs, the controlled articular rotations, is trying to take the joint for this first one. We were working on the neck through its full range of motion with no pain. So I don't even working through any pain at all. We're not trying to, no pain, no gain. That does not apply here. So you're basically just taking it through your range of motion where there's no pain at all. And then with each time, each round, you're trying to look for just maybe a little bit more range. And this one will slowly open up over time if you do this consistently. So first to start with, we started in a nice neutral position. And with all these movements that we're doing, we're going to have a bit of tension in the body. So what that means is just contract the musculature of your body throughout, 30% or so thereabouts. So first movement we do, we create that tension, breathe in. And then from there, tuck your chin to your chest, keep it there, rotate to the right as much as feels comfortable for you. Then look up, 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 up. Then rotate to the left, all the way down. Come back to that tucked position and continue same direction. Looking down, looking up. I'm trying not to make any compensations by moving the rest of my body, my spine or my hips. We'll do one more in this direction. Nice and slow with these and controlled. So when you get down to the bottom, pause and go back the other way. So chin to chest. Look toward your left shoulder, look up, rotate to the right. Tuck the chin down as you come down, back to center. And keep moving the same direction to the left. Look up, to the right, and one more rep, down, tucking the chin, look up, for maximum mobility here, maximum range without any pain. Nice, and then release, come back down. So next one we'll do is the same sort of thing, but for the ankles. Like you do, come to a seated position, sitting down on your bum, feet down on the ground. Take your right arm underneath your right knee, and then grab your left bicep or somewhere on your left arm, and that left hand comes to the right knee or the right thigh somewhere. From there, pick that leg up, and we'll do the same thing with the ankle. So from here, like you're pressing down a gas pedal, press down into the ground, rotate in, looking for as much range to the left, rotate up, flex the toes towards the shin, rotate to the right as much as you can. And as you go back down, keep trying to rotate to the right as much as you can. Come back down and then continue that same direction. I'm getting a little bit of a cramp in that foot, but that's okay. We just keep moving. Rotate down, rotate to the left. And as I'm rotating to the left again, I'm looking for max range to the left. I come back up, flexing, then back down. Nice. When you get to the bottom, we'll go back the other way. So point down that gas pedal to the right, lift up, circle slowly to the left, and back down. So this hand here is trying to restrict any movement at the knee, at the shin. I'm trying to make all the movement here in the ankle. Through these CARs movements, we want to try and, all this mobility really, we want to try and isolate the movement to the joint that we are targeting. In this one, it's the ankle. One more here, and release. Do the same thing second side. This time the left forearm comes under. Reach and grab somewhere on that arm, going for the bicep, and that right hand will grab the knee. You've got that leg in a little bit of a choke hold here. From there, left foot gas pedal down towards the ground. Circle in towards you. Lift it up, 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 up. Circle to the left. Keep circling to the left as you come back down, back through center, to the right. Lifting up, 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 up. Circle to the left. Come back down. Keep moving in that direction. One last one this direction. Nice. When you get back to center here, press the down, that gas pedal, and reverse the circle. Nice, slow, controlled with these ones. Trying to eke out as much range as you can. Nice, one more in that direction. And release. All right, nice. This next one we'll do will be for the hips. So we'll do our hip cars. So what we do with this one, through this, just like we did the other one, we want to irradiate that tension throughout the body. With this one, the left hand in the fist, the left hand pushes, the right hand on top grabs that fist. So the bottom hand is pushing away, the top hand is pulling, just gently. Again, looking for about 30% tension here in the body. From there, we're going to be targeting the right hip. So firstly, take a breath in, and pack that air down, contain. And then from there, bring the right knee up towards the chest. And then I'm trying to make that movement just at the hip. Rotate it towards the sky. And then give me internal rotation so that knee comes towards the back of the room. The ankle lifts higher up towards the sky. You reach it back behind you. And then come back to that center position. From there, keep the knee bent. Drive it back behind you. Now give me external rotation. The right knee drives away from you as you bring the knee back up towards the shoulder. Then back down, and then straighten the leg back out. That's one rep. We'll do that 3 times. Bring the knee in towards the chest. Rotate out. Give me internal rotation so the knee goes away from you. The ankle comes up more towards the ceiling. Bring it back behind you. Bring the knee in. Donkey kick it back towards the back of the room. Lift it up. Give me external rotation, rotating that thigh away from you. Knee up towards the shoulder. Bring it back down, straighten the leg out. From there, one more time, bring the knee in, rotate out, away from you, and internal rotation so that ankle is going high towards the sky. Reach it back behind you, reach it forward, back to center, donkey kick it back, lift that knee up, that external rotation, rotating away, bring the knee in, and come back down to that starting position. We'll do the same thing on the second side. You can just roll over. I'll just switch over to the other side so you can see. So again, that bottom hand in fist, top hand on top, push with the bottom hand, pull with the top hand, create that tension throughout your body. Take a breath in. And then left knee in towards the shoulder. Open the hip up. And that internal rotation, so the ankle will go up towards the sky. Reach it back behind you. Come back through center, knees stack on top of each other. Then donkey kick back behind you. Give me external rotation, the thigh rolling away. Bring the knee in towards the shoulder. Bring it back down. Straighten the leg out. That's 1. Knee in towards the shoulder. Open that hip away from you. Then that internal rotation, so the knee faces down towards the ground, the ankle lifts up, bring it back behind you, knees stack on top of each other, donkey kick back behind you, and give me external rotation so that thigh is rolling away from you, knee in towards the chest, and then back to that straight position. So my hips moved a bit in that one. I'm trying my best to stay nice and stable through the rest of my body. Try not to move. One more. Knee in towards the chest. Open up. Give me internal rotation. So knee faces down towards the ground. Kick it back towards you. Nice. Stack the knees. And then donkey kick back behind. Open the hip up. Give me external rotation. Keep fighting for more rotation as you bring the knee in. Bring it down, straighten the leg out. All right. So the hips should be nice and warmed up. And now we'll get into our hip flexion drill. So for this one, sorry I didn't mention at the start, but for this one, what we'll need is either a strap or a towel or a shirt or something like that. Something that you can come into this position with and press your foot against. So pause the video and find something that you can use here, all right? So what we're going to do, we're going to start here, and what we're going to do is just pull that leg in towards you without using the belt, just as much as you can, and then hold it right there. You can hold the belt and just rest here and breathe. So we'll hold this first one for about a minute or so, and then we'll go into our pails and rails on this leg. The first action, when we get to it, will be holding the tension on the belt or the strap, whatever you've got, and then trying to drive the heel down towards the ground. And the second action will be trying to drive the leg more upward, more upright, more closer towards your head, keeping the leg straight. So holding here, just holding our passive stretch. And during this passive stretch, think about the longer breaths. It's about a 4-second inhale and about an 8-second exhale. Let's continue breathing nice and slow. And so when we do our first action here, what we're going to do is build up to our greatest effort. So don't go straight into 100%. Drive it down. If you haven't done this work really too much before, only go to about 70% or so, slowly building up to that degree. All right, we'll get ready for our first contraction here. Take a breath in, contract, radiate some tension throughout your body, and then drive down towards the ground. Drive that heel down, down, down. The arms are resisting. They're not letting the leg actually go anywhere. You're trying to drive it towards the ground. Continue building up, continue driving it down. Nice. Another few seconds right here. And now the opposite action, when we're trying to drive it up towards the sky, towards the ceiling here, or back towards your head really, is straight away. So another 5 seconds. And then from here, loosen your tension on the strap and try and drive the leg up as high as you can. Continue driving. Really using these hip flexors of the quads. Lift that leg up. Continue driving it up for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now grab back onto the strap and see if you can pull it into maybe a little bit more range. Maybe you can, maybe you're not. And now we hold our passive stretch right here. And longer, deeper breaths in this hold. So these long, deep holds during this passive stretching is very important. So don't just breathe like you usually do. Breathe nice and long and deep. This just lets your body know that it's safe in this new range of motion. As you can control your breath, you're letting your body know, yeah, we're cool here, we're comfortable. The body doesn't need to freak out and tighten up. So we've got another 15 or so seconds here. Again, when that's up, we'll create that tension in the body, and then we'll drive that heel again down towards the ground, holding strongly with the arms, not let that leg actually move anywhere. Okay, take a breath in, create some tension throughout the whole body, and then hands nice and strong, drive down towards the ground, drive down. The arms are resisting, it's not going anywhere. Keep pressing it down, down. We'll end up doing 3 rounds on each side, pressing down for 5, 4. When we switch it straight away, release the tension on the strap, 2 and 1. Now try and lift it up. I'm moving in this direction with the foot. Keep driving it up. I'm not using my hands at all on the strap. Getting as much range as I can. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab back onto the strap. Slowly release the tension and see if you can pull yourself into maybe a little bit more range. Maybe you got it, maybe you don't. It's all good. And back to that slow, deep breath. Let's continue breathing nice and slow. We've got 1 final round on this side. All right, prepare yourself, grab yourself with the strap nice and tight. From there, create some tension throughout the body, about 30% or so. And when you're ready, drive that heel slowly, begin to drive down towards the ground, building up to your best efforts. And of course, don't overdo it. Don't ever work through any pain. Any pain is a great sign for you to back off. Don't work through pain. Keep pressing it down towards the ground. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the strap. Try and lift that leg in this direction. Keep driving it up, driving it up, driving it up. Holding it there. Keep trying to fight for as much range as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab back onto the strap. Maybe get a little bit more range and hold the passive stretch last time. Oof, I'm starting to cramp in my quad. It's all good. It's my best to breathe through it. All right, from there, release the strap. Slowly allow that leg to come back down to the ground. Oof. All right, we'll do the same thing on the second side. So you might need to just bend that knee a little bit. Get a little bit of movement here. All right. Now we'll take that strap over to the other foot. And from here with the strap or whatever you're holding onto, I've kind of got it closer towards the heel for this work. And straighten the other leg out nice and long. From there, pull that leg in just until that's about your max range, until you feel a stretch. And just stay there and breathe. And just nice, slow, 4 in, 8 out. Somewhere around that range is good. Let's continue breathing nice and slow as we get ready for our first round on this side. In our first round, we'll be driving that heel down towards the ground. Arms are resisting, try not to let the leg move at all. And building up to your best and safest effort. We'll hold here another 20 seconds or so. All right, nice. Grab your tension on the strap. Take a breath in, create some tension throughout the whole body. And start to drive that heel down towards the ground. Drive it down, keep pressing down as best as you can. Arms resisting strongly. You should feel some contraction in the hamstrings, trying to press it down, and the main muscle working right now. That's another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that tension on the strap. Try to drive that leg up in this direction again, towards your head with that straight leg. My strap is loose. It's not doing anything right now, but I'm trying to fight for as much range as I possibly can. Really working hard here. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab back onto the strap. Relax. Pull that leg maybe into a little bit more range of motion. Just hold right there. We're back to our passive stretch. Nice, slow, controlled breath. That work that we did, continue breathing, that work we did at the start of the class, those calves for the neck and the ankles. I'll probably put out a class that covers all of those. I've only been doing it for a short amount of time. I've had so much benefit already. A broken ankle from many years ago that's always been a little bit stiff and tight, and it feels very loose already in a good way. All right, we'll get ready for our second round. Grab some tension on that strap. Get some tension throughout the body. Take a breath in, and then drive that heel down towards the ground. The arms are resisting, it's not going anywhere. Pressing down, building up to your best efforts. And don't work through pain. Keep pressing down, keep driving down. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Don't relax. Try and move in the opposite direction. Now driving that leg up towards you, towards your head with a straight leg. You need to hold onto the strap, or if you're holding onto it, it's very loose, it's not really doing anything. Keep driving it up. Fight for as much range as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, slowly relax. Maybe you pull that leg into a little bit more range of motion. And holding right there. All right, nice slow breath as we prepare for our final round. All right, final round here, everybody. There, grab onto the strap and radiate some tension throughout the body. Get 30% or so throughout the whole body. Take a breath in, and then drive that heel down towards the ground. Press it down, and continue maintaining that tension throughout the rest of the body. Driving down, breathing as best as you can. Don't have to do deep breaths here anyway, that's good. Driving it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, opposite direction, drive that leg up towards is our final round. Stick with it, lifting up, giving it everything you've got. Driving, fighting for that mobility, fighting for that much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the tension. Grab onto that strap. Our final passive stretch here for this work anyway. Come back to the breath. In these passive holds, I often like to just close my eyes, but it's of course optional. If it's good for you, then go for it. We're here for another 10 seconds or so. And when we release, we don't just flop down to the ground. We slowly release and slowly let that leg come down to the ground. All right, nice and slow. Come all the way back down. Whew. All right, nice. From there, everybody, we'll come to sit up. And we'll just do a few little stretches. So we'll start with a wide-legged fold. We'll do a few versions of wide-legged fold. And then we'll do a couple little stretches for the hip flexors as well. So take your legs out nice and wide. To a position that's comfortable for you. And if this is at all uncomfortable for you, you can sit down on a block, and you can also bend the knees here as well. So the first one, we'll do a little bit for the hamstrings actually. Let's rotate our chest toward that right foot. Lean the chest out in front, and the left hand can grab somewhere on the outside of that right leg. For me, I'm going to reach and grab for the outside of the heel, and the opposite hand will grab the opposite side of that foot. Some of you'll be more upright here. Try not to round forward to get that range, but lean the chest forward, reach and grab somewhere, and then just a mild amount of forward fold is great. The leg's still a bit active here, flexing the toes towards the shin. I'm gently pressing that heel down into the ground to keep those hamstrings active, and a little bit of flexing of the quads here as well. All right, from there, slowly coming back up. This next one, 3 options, depending on your range. The first one will be right hand outside the right thigh, left arm reaching up and over. Second option will be right elbow to the inside of that thigh, twist the torso to the left, reach up and over. Third option, that right hand continues, grabs the inside of that heel, left arm reaches up and over. And then you can play with either chest up towards the sky or chest down towards the ground, or even rotating between both of those two. So find your version, and that leg still active on that right side, and even that left side here still active, toes flexing, heel pressing down. All right, coming back up through center. We'll turn that torso to the left, and same thing, right hand reaches and grabs somewhere on the outside of that foot, shin, wherever you can grab onto. Left hand reaches and grabs for the opposite side. You reach the chest as far forward as comfortable for you, so you feel the stretch, and then a little bit of folding down. And just like we did throughout those calves and throughout our passive stretch, I should say, nice slow breath here. All right, coming back up. And we've got those same 3 options here. Left hand outside, reaching up and over. Left elbow inside, twisting a little bit to the right, reaching up and over. Or left hand catches the heel. Right hand looks for those toes. I'm just going to go for this one here today. You have to always be mindful, not both sides are always exactly the same. So sometimes you might have to modify that second side. Might not be exactly the same as the first. All right, come back through center. For this next one, you might use a block for this one, or like something like a block. You can even use a bottle, a drink bottle, a sturdy drink bottle, something like that. We'll stretch out those hip flexors that we worked pretty hard. We'll come to the right leg in front into a lunge. And we'll take, if you're using the block, and you don't really have to have it, you can reach down and touch the ground if you can reach. Only something to plant your hand on, I quite like for this one. So we'll take that right hand out to the side. From there, press down into the block, and a little tuck of the tail. So now rather than sticking my bum up towards the sky, a little tuck of the tail under, and reaching up and over to the left, and pressing my left foot, the back foot, into the ground here. You should get a nice stretch through the hip flexors, through the front of the left hip. Nice, take one more breath and release. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. I'll show you from a different angle. This time I'll take my left foot out in front of me. The block will be outside of my left hip, so it's in line with my left hip. Again, rather than sticking my bum out, it's like a little tuck of the tail under. Press the right foot into the ground. Reach the right arm up and over. I'm looking for as much length through this side body all the way down. I'm looking for that stretch in the front of that right hip here as well, which is the primary stretch we're going for. One more breath again. And release. All right, nice everybody. So